It's time to talk about Brock Purdy. Now, look, you all know that I have been on Brock Purdy's head all season long. I've said he's not clutch. He plays from ahead, which I don't blame him. I've never blamed him not one time for his team giving him the lead and him playing well. But I've always said that Brock Purdy, when there's real game pressure, down 7 in the third quarter, fourth quarter, down 10 points, middle of the third quarter, whatever it is, I said he doesn't play well. And damn it, I've been right all year long. But you know what? I just screamed at you all for 10 minutes about being honest. If I can't be honest about Brock Purdy, then I need to stop doing this show. In the fourth quarter, not even the fourth quarter, when the chips were down and they had to have a drive to win the game, Brock Purdy won the football game. Brock Purdy won the football game. He did enough and put his team in position to go win the football game. And that's all I've ever asked. Stop telling me he's this. Stop telling me he's that. Just go win a game when you don't play well. And let's be clear, Brock Purdy played like shit the entire football game until the last drive. He was terrible. He was terrible. Somebody even tried to make an excuse. Well, the ball was wet. He's got small hands and the ball was wet. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you insane? You're saying so Brock Purdy can't play in a football game because it's raining? I'm like, just shut up. Just shut up. The bottom line is Brock Purdy put together a drive and they won the football game. You can't take that away from them. If you can't admit that, even the biggest Brock Purdy haters, and I would be one of those people. I'm a big Brock Purdy hater. If you can't admit what he did in that game, then you don't understand football. You're just being biased. You're doing it all for clicks. That's just not what I'm about. And somebody in TikTok saying Purdy's just an okay quarterback. Okay, I can agree with that. I'm not saying he's great. I think he had a good year. You can't take that away from him. And I'm going to say this. You're not just an okay quarterback if you throw for over 4,000 yards. We got to stop that narrative. Yeah, he's not just okay throwing for over 4,000 yards in the National Football League. There's nobody that's just okay that's doing that. And their team winning. Now, you can do that and you're just a bunch of losers. You know, Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards. But he threw for 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, and they couldn't make the playoffs because they're behind 3 touchdowns every game. That's different. But you're winning, and you're throwing for over 4,000 yards, leading the league in passer rating. You're not doing that if you're just okay. Does he have other weapons to help him? Absolutely. So all I'm saying is when the chips were down, he made the plays. And like I said, he played lousy in that football game against the Packers. He played lousy. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He didn't play well. Hell, over on YouTube, Brock Purdy had a pick 6 that was dropped. Threw another pick that was dropped. The Niners should have been blown out. Yeah, part of that problem is the Packers allowed the 49ers to stay close in that football game. They should have been blowing the 49ers out. But they didn't. They didn't. That's their own fault. You know, they should have had, the score should have been 14-7. Instead, the 49ers were up 7-6 because you're settling for field goals. That's their own problem. And enough with the scripted stuff, okay? And if that's what you're going to stand on, just get out or I'll just block you. One of the two. I'm not here for any of the dumb stuff. Everybody that always says, oh, it's scripted. And if you know that, okay, then why haven't you sold everything that you own and go be a millionaire? That's all I ever say to the idiot scripted people. If it's scripted, okay, I'll go with that. Then how come you haven't sold your house, your car, watches, emptied out your bank account, everything that you own, and go be a millionaire? Go bet it all on the script since it's scripted. I'm just asking. Because I'm telling you right now, if I knew that it was scripted and I knew that, that's what I would be doing. I'd be doing the Big B Daily Show from a beach every day, laughing at you guys, telling you it's scripted. How do I know? See this pile of money that I'm laying on behind me? That's what I'd be doing. So enough with the scripted nonsense. I have no patience for idiots. None whatsoever. None. So, moving on. But yeah, Brock Purdy. Let's get back to Purdy. I apologize. I didn't mean to get off script with the idiot NFL rig stuff. So, Brock Purdy, and it's tough for me. It pains me to say that Brock Purdy came through in the clutch. Because y'all know me. Y'all know what I've been saying about the man. But truth is truth. Honesty is honesty. He had a lousy game, but when it was time to play, Brock Purdy made the plays, people. Brock Purdy made the plays. He just did. And if you can't admit that he made the plays when they needed to make the plays, you're just not being honest. You're just not being honest. That's all. That's all. And yeah, other people helped him. Other people helped him. But you're just not being honest. So, and you're right. Somebody said he had one drive. You're right. He had one drive. But you know what? Guess who didn't have that one drive? Josh Allen. I'm just saying. Y'all can be mad at me if you want to. You know who didn't have that one drive to win the game? Josh Allen. So you can say that Josh Allen this, Josh Allen that, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, in a rainstorm, Brock Purdy, who everybody says is average, he did enough for his team to win, even when he played lousy. How's that for the Josh Allen apologist? Brock Purdy, who played horrible, made enough plays at the end of the game for his team to win, regardless of what was going on. Isn't that what you want your quarterback to do? And hey, don't be mad at me. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions, TikTok. I'm just asking questions, YouTube. Don't you want your quarterback to be able to make plays at the end of the game, regardless of what happened previous to that? Because you really don't care. You don't care what happened earlier in the game. At the end of the game, you want your guy to make the plays to win. That's all you care about. Because as fans, we want to win. Brock Purdy made the plays. Josh Allen did not. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. And just like I said, and I'll say it forever, and you're never going to change my mind. If Lamar Jackson comes out and plays the exact same way that Josh Allen did yesterday, and they lose, the narrative is not going to be, well, Lamar did everything he could. It was the kicker's fault. Man, Odell Beckham, he dropped the pass. Zay Flowers dropped the pass that he should have caught. That ain't going to be. I mean, hell, they lost the game to Tennessee where the offense had 530 yards of offense, 7 drops in that game. How many of y'all, besides Baltimore fans, knew that they had 7 drops in that football game? I would guess There's probably one or two of you in here that knew, if you're being honest. Hell, I had to look it up myself. So don't come to me with this apologist stuff. Brock Purdy made the plays that he needed to play to win, that he needed to make. Period. He just did it. And I can bash on Brock Purdy all I want, but I got to be honest. So I got to be honest. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Purdy made the plays. He played clutch. He did everything that I said that he had never done before. He did that. And not only did he do it, he didn't do it in a regular season game in the beginning of October. That's not where he did it. He did it in a rainstorm in the divisional round of the playoffs. I mean, that has to matter. That has to matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, like I said, it wasn't a comeback that he did against the Cardinals, in the middle of October. No. Somebody said that Purdy's the modern day Alex Smith. I don't know what modern day. We act like Alex Smith played 25 years ago. What do you mean modern day? Alex Smith retired last year. What are you talking about? I get what you're saying, but he's as good as Alex Smith. Okay, just say that. Just say that. It's crazy, though. It's crazy how we just have to start being honest. That's all. That's all we ask of our sports is people that are just going to be honest. But the fact of the matter is, Brock Purdy, who everybody says is a system quarterback, he's led by everybody else on his team. He's not that good. All the stuff that I have been saying about Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy put together a drive to win the football game when they needed him to put together a drive to win the football game. Brock Purdy did that. Brock Purdy. And I would be fair to say that everybody in here would say that Brock Purdy doesn't have near the talent that Josh Allen does. But you know what Josh Allen didn't do? He didn't put together a drive to win the game when they needed him to. And you can say, oh, well, the kicker missed the field goal. Brock Purdy didn't leave it up to his kicker. He didn't leave it up to his kicker. He didn't miss a throw. When he needed to make the throw, he didn't miss. Josh Allen did. Period. Point blank.